Ever wonder how asking the right questions can bring you and your boyfriend closer together? Get ready for a journey through 300 intriguing questions designed to deepen your bond. From playful to profound, these questions promise to uncover new facets of your relationship. They say communication is key, and we're here to prove it. Let's kick things off with some fun and lighthearted questions to spark some laughter and uncover those quirky sides of each other. What's your go-to karaoke song? How would you spend $1 million in a day? If you could be any fictional character, who would you choose? What's the weirdest food you've ever tried? Moving on to playful scenarios. If you could time travel, where would you go first? What's your spirit animal and why? Imagine you won a free trip. Where's your dream destination? Have you ever had a nickname you're embarrassed about? Next, let's stir some curiosity with scenarios that challenge creativity. If you had the ability to talk to animals, what would you ask first? What superpower would be your top choice? What's one invention you wished existed? Asking about favorites can reveal surprising insights too. What's your all-time favorite movie line? If you could eat only one food forever, what would it be? What's your favorite rainy day activity? Which book had the biggest impact on you? Let's dig into questions that explore aspirations and dreams. What accomplishment are you most proud of? Where do you see yourself living in 10 years? What unique goal do you have for the future? What's a personal project you dream of starting? Shift gears into thoughtful discussions about values and beliefs. How do you define success? What's a core value you live by? What's a belief you have that others often challenge? What does happiness mean to you? Dive deeper into emotional and personal territory. What's a cherished childhood memory? Who's been the most influential person in your life? What life lesson took you the longest to learn? What's something people misunderstand about you? Opening up about family and background can strengthen your bond. What's a family tradition you hold dear? How did your upbringing shape who you are today? What's a story from your family that always makes you laugh? Imagination and future planning can be exciting and revealing. What's one thing you'd love to do if there were no limitations? How do you envision your dream house? Name a place you feel like visiting together. How do you imagine your life 5 years from now? Discussing relationships and connection enhances intimacy. How do you express love? What's the most important quality in a relationship? Describe a perfect date in your eyes. What does loyalty mean to you? Explore light topics to keep the mood fun and engaging. If you were on a deserted island, what's one item you'd bring? What's the funniest prank you've ever pulled? What's a joke you never get tired of hearing? Reflecting on personal growth and lessons learned can be profound. What's a habit that changed your life? What's a challenge that made you stronger? What advice would you give your younger self? Sharing fears and vulnerabilities nurtures trust. What's your biggest fear? How do you handle difficult emotions? What's a challenge you're currently facing? Describe a fear that you've recently overcome. Imagine future journeys and adventures together. What's a road trip you've always wanted to take? What's an outdoor activity you'd love to try together? If money wasn't an issue, where would you travel to next? Unveil personal preferences and quirks for a deeper understanding. What's a song that never fails to lift your spirits? What's your favorite way to start the day? How do you relax after a long week? What's a habit you can't live without? Celebrate achievements by reliving joyful memories. What's a proud moment from your life? Describe a recent success you celebrated. What's a compliment you received that made your day? What's a win you're currently working towards? Blend humor with personal insights for balanced conversations. Tell me about the most ridiculous talent you have. If you had an alter ego, what would their name be? What's a silly superstition you believe in? Name a pet peeve that's completely irrational. Satisfy curiosity by exploring the weird and wonderful. What's a conspiracy theory you actually believe? What's your favorite weird food combination? If you were a mythical creature, what would you be? Uncover hidden desires and hopes with intentions. What's a skill you've always wanted to learn? What's something you'd love to see or create? Name a role model who inspires you. Describe a personal dream yet to come true. Bring to light aspects of daily life and habits. How do you manage stress? What's a nightly routine that's essential to you? How do you recharge after a busy day? What's an unusual but effective productivity tip? Revealing fantasies ignites creative thinking. What's a dream vacation you'd love to take? How would you spend a perfect day if there were no limits? What's a fantasy place that only exists in your dreams? Let's wrap things up with soul-searching discussions. How do you define true friendship? What's the most meaningful experience you've had? What impact do you hope to leave in the world? What's a legacy you'd like to pass on? Interested in more enlightening questions? Keep the conversation going by sharing your experiences below. And don't forget to explore our collection of personalized gifts, crafted uniquely to mark your beautiful journey together. As you deepen this connection and learn more about each other, remember, the art of questioning is just beginning. Dive in and watch your relationship blossom into something extraordinary.